Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So we had a huge update come out. We can finally use the fusion category along with a couple of other categories. So basically this stuff was added and it came premature, a lot earlier than a lot of us thought it would, but it makes sense because they did bring out that fusion banner again, which is another thing that came out way early. Along with that, they also dropped this random category system launch celebration banner. Of course, it has 30 summons discounted. I don't know if the LRs are in there. Feel free to let me know. I feel like they are, but I feel like they also could potentially not be. If they're not in there, that's 100% a bait banner. If they are in there, it's still 100% a bait banner. So basically, this banner is live too. Now, an interesting thing is that Global has not got the Dragon Ball Heroes banner with the adult Gotenks and Baby Janemba, things of that nature. They never did get that, so if you are looking for that last unit, you definitely want to pull in here for Boruto and Pandel. These two units are optimal on the Fusion team if you don't have the SS3 Gotenks, but to be fair, optimal is a word that doesn't really matter in today's day and age. These units all hit so freaking hard. So here's the fusion category team I'm running. This guy does not actually get the category lead boost, but he does get the 50% leader boost. So to clarify, there is a semicolon there. It says, or tech types get 3 key and 50%. So you can run tech units on the team. The tech units that are fusion units do not get 200% stack. You know, and 6 key, I guess. It would be 206 key. They definitely don't get that, guys. It's either or, so keep that in mind. These are the only options I really had. So again, you definitely want to pull on that banner if you haven't pulled on it. So I'm going to be pulling on it for sure to get at least a couple of those units, and then you can fill in the gaps. Those are the only real units that on that team that would really fit in here really well. The rest of them are super niche, and they don't really fit on the team too well. But let's go ahead and jump into a stage. I want to take on... We'll take on Vegeta's event because it's the first one that we saw. Really, I'm just super hyped about being able to get the opportunity to actually use this team, man, on Global for the first time. So, hope you guys enjoy this. And again, subscribe if you're new for more content. Let's go ahead and take it on. Make sure that you leave a thumbs up on the video. Let's hit a like goal of 900 likes on this one. I'm not using my face cam yet, but still kind of getting stuff sorted out, so forgive me. You guys have been asking me what's going on with that because I did say I would start using it every now and then, not every video, but you know, if you guys have not seen my 100,000 subscriber special, I implore you to check that out to know a little bit more as to what I'm talking about and see a face reveal that I've done several times over, but just check that video out. Anyways, in all seriousness though, this team will also get a lot better, of course, whenever we get the updated GOGETA and Gotenks cards. We definitely need those units to come because right now it's really tech heavy, at least my variant is. Now, I also need that STR Gotenks to awaken. I don't think that he awakens yet. We'll actually check that later. I don't think he, maybe he does and I'm just mistaken, but I need him to awaken for sure. Anyways, he gets farmable later on, so that's cool because he's still SA1. And my tech Gotenks on the back end here, SS3, not going to really focus on him too much because he's only SA3, so I'm not worried about him too much. I haven't really put much thought into that tech team. This is probably the weakest typing that I have here on Global, to be 100% honest with you guys. Just have not bothered with it. Didn't even bother to summon for their leader, for example, the SS3 Goku. Why is it, like... Why is this looking pretty choppy? It's kind of choppy. Hold on. Oh, it's on 1X. That's why. I had to re-download the application. I was like, why is it kind of like choppy, stuttery? There we go. I had to re-download the application because it wasn't updating for me. I had to delete it and literally re-download. That's where that Facebook link comes in clutch. But I still want to check the setting. It's on standard. So you want to make sure that you have it on standard as opposed to the battery save so it runs at 60 FPS. Anyways, we have the opportunity here to just kind of try to one-shot again. I have the opportunity to one-shot. I'm going to keep this STR Gotenks kind of just out of the way because he's not going to function well on this stage, of course, as you know, because it's an AGL event. He doesn't want to be here, really. He really doesn't want to be here. Okay, so we got the opportunity to counter. Awesome. Got that counter off. Also, my little, kind of really good, but also sort of bootleg team, because it doesn't feature the newer cards that just dropped. Like I said, Pandel and Boruto would definitely want to be on this team instead of that STR Gotenks and somebody else. I'm not thinking about it right, but you get my point. And also the fact that we don't have the updated stuff, like, so that all things considered, they still have 300,000 HP to my point. So that's really cool, man. Anyways, we're gonna go there. Gonna give you these red, or the one red in the middle. Excuse me. Gonna give you the purple too. Get you that purple. All right, let's go. 1.5, looking pretty good, man. That attack stat's really high. Now, my Gogeta does not have any dupes in it. I didn't bother to pull for dupes because I really didn't think this was going to come this soon. To be completely honest, I mean, that to-be released stuff lasted, what, like 4 months? It lasted a while, like a lot longer than it should have. They should have never came out if that was going to be the case. I feel like they should have just dropped them later on in the game and did something else. But, you know, this is a welcomed addition. The sooner the better. Like, everybody will be happy that we get them sooner. Now, what remains to be seen is when will these category leaders be summonable again now that their leader skills are live and these guys have not been summonable since their initial banner. I wonder if they will actually make a banner with Gogeta and Omega Shenron relatively soon, you know, all things considered. So, let's go ahead and jump in here. This guy with that automatic 12 key. The main issue with this guy versus the physical guy is that this one's damage output like dips by about 600,000 to 800,000 in certain scenarios, and that's not even like a overestimate. It dips by a lot between 11 and 12 key. You always want to get 11 key on him if you can. Now physical, it dips by like 200,000. That's not that big of a deal. It doesn't really matter with him. You can get whatever one you want, which is what makes physical so much better. But of course, it's to be expected. I mean, he's an updated version of this card, basically. That's all really physical is. The same for physical Vegito versus AGL Super Vegito, the physical one that just dropped recently. Same for Intelligence Gogeta. They're just honestly remaking the same units and just updating them, making them a little bit better. STR Gogeta is probably the biggest example of that because there was a really big gap between STR and Intelligence Gogeta, like a really big gap. So he went from 7,000 attack to like 120% up. Really big gap between the two Gogetas, and they also gave the other one the ability to debuff. So leave the Gotenks in the front so I can go ahead and get that off. He's SA1 here, but I do want to see if he still has that ally buff in the front. He does not. Okay, so he gets that allies get 20% whenever he updates with his awakening, which again, I don't know if that's even live, but we'll check that in a minute. So honestly, no real reason to leave him there if that's going to be the case. Gonna let you get that. You can have that. And lastly, the reds on the back and get a little bit of recovery, a little bit of same color orbs to get that Dokkan meter filling up. And look at Gogeta out there, the tank god Gogeta, linking up with himself. He's definitely not the tank god, but apparently on this team he's an MVP, and we are going to go ahead and finish off the event with 1 million output. I don't really even need those 7 medals, but I'll find something to do with them. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Gotenks thing. And I'll really quick before we get out of here, I'll give you guys solid little team building tips. I've done fusion category team builds for JP. Another unit that would ordinarily be on this team that is not present, again, is that adult SS3 Gotenks. He is not live on this version of the game, and I just simply don't know if he ever will be, which really sucks. But again, Boruto, or Barlot, excuse me, on this version of the game they call him Barlot, is the next best possible unit that you could put there. Dokkan Awakening is not live, I thought so. So again, just to get over here, you definitely want to pull on here. If you're interested in building the team, you don't need Weirus. Weirus is in a lot of different teams, but he's really just there for the orb support. This team, the fusion category team specifically, doesn't need it, but it's definitely cool to pick him up if you are interested in running like super physical teams and you maybe want to get LR Trunks whenever he drops. This unit is okay. I'll do a formal was he worth the orb, not was he worth the orbs, excuse me, it's really late here. A formal like summon or not for these 2 banners. But in all seriousness, you guys are probably waiting for some of the harder hitting banners, like, you know, your Intelligence Gogeta. But yeah, definitely want to get him because he does awaken this time around. First time this banner came on the game, yes, it has come to global before. The first time this came, he did not awaken. So his awakening is awesome. Keep that in mind. His link set's still pretty bad though, but overall, really good unit. So have an awesome day. Thank you guys for that continued support. Like I said, like goal of 900 likes. If you have not already subscribed, consider doing so at this point. Take it easy, guys.